Padres fans are not happy with Josh Hader. They are basically saying that Hader quit on San Diego, but I'm going to try and have his back, and I'm going to provide some context because I don't know if he exactly quit per se. The Yankees, they are trying to play spoiler in the NL wildcard. They faced off against the Diamondbacks in front of like 13 fans, and the Mariners, yeah, they might have just blown their chances at October baseball. Just a reminder, guys, MLB Recap is brought to you by SeatGeek, so use code Fuzzy to save 20 bucks off on tickets, and also Underdog Fantasy, use code Fuzzy, and they'll match your first $500. So over the last few days, we know that the Astros and the Mariners got swept, so they're each trying to avoid losing their fourth consecutive game. Mauricio Dubon, he got to Luis Castillo early, and Houston, they kept pouring it on in the second. You had Maldonado with an RBI double, and the future Hall of Famer, debatable Jose Altuve, he singled to make it 3-0. Air Yordan Alvarez hit one very far. Guess how far it went? 439 feet. If you guessed that, you are right. That's 3 consecutive seasons with 30 or more home runs. Yordan Alvarez has a career 166 OPS plus. Justin Verlander got into some big trouble in the bottom half of the third inning. The bases are loaded, but he was able to get J-Rod to ground into a double play to end that threat. Kyle Tucker, he pummeled the pitch. He has 29 home runs, and JV, he ended up shredding for 8 innings in one of the biggest games of the year for the Astros. The 40-year-old future Hall of Famer only needed 96 pitches to strike out 8 hitters. He got through 8 innings. The Mariners, I mean, they've lost 4 in a row. Their season's practically over. I say that because Seattle, they will drop to 4 games back at first place if the Rangers beat the Angels, and here we go. After Logan O'Hoppe went yard, I do want to show that because the kid has 13 home runs in 46 games as a rookie catcher. That is sick, but Adolis Garcia, he got that run right back on his 37th home run, and the criminally underrated Mitch Garver made it back-to-back. Mitch Garver went 3 for 3. He has a 132 OPS plus since 2019. And then Nathaniel Lowe, he connected on his 17th home run. He made it back-to-back home runs, 3 in a row, all while John Gray, he was cooking on the bump. He shoved for 7 punch-outs over 6 innings. He's hoping that he finally locked in on those mechanics, and that's perfect timing considering October baseball is right around the corner. Marcus Semien, I mean, he's been worth every single penny and then some. He is number 1 in base hits in the American League. He has 179 hits. He's got 28 home runs now, 98 RBIs, and 15 defensive run saves. He also has 14 stolen bases, so he is a true 5-tool megastar. The Rangers, they've won 6 games in a row. They're 2.5 games ahead of the Astros for first place. So if we take a look at the AL wildcard, because Seattle has imploded, they're 1.5 games back of the Astros for that final wildcard spot. The Mariners on paper are really good, but slow starts from J-Rod and a bunch of other guys really cost them at the beginning of the season. Their season isn't over just yet, but they have to win every single game, just like the Padres have to, but we'll talk about the Padres after this Diamondbacks and Yankees game. Alek Thomas, he ripped a 2-run double early to put the Diamondbacks up a few, but look at that moonshot from rookie Austin Wells, the Bishop Gorman product. I say that because I played Bishop Gorman. It's the same high school as my friend Joey Gallo, so that's 2 career home runs for Austin Wells. Now it stayed tied into the 7th inning when Gabriel Moreno put the Diamondbacks back up 1, and there goes the lead because Oswald Peraza, goodness gracious, bro, that ball was scorched 445 feet. Oswald Peraza is now hitting 290 with 8 extra base hits over his last 18 games, so he's been way better. The score, it's back to being tied when Arizona rookie superstar Corbin Carroll singled the other way for the lead, and it's gone again. Arizona's bullpen completely folded. Peraza, he took a walk with the bases loaded. It's now 5-4 after a sac fly from, I think his name is Esteval Florial, and then rookie Everson Pereira, he added to the lead with an RBI single. Clay Holmes, he's been pretty decent this year. He's got 22 saves. He struck out 2 yesterday. The Yankees beat the Diamondbacks 6-4. Coming up next, the season is on the line for both squads. Arizona just lost, so both the Padres and the Diamondbacks can gain a game in the wild card. A loss all but ends the season. Manny Machado, he drove in the first and only run of the game for the Padres because Logan Webb, he was sick. He was twirling his web. I haven't said that in a while, but he was doing that all night long. But so was Blake Snell in what was probably his last start of the season. He had 7 strikeouts over 6 shutout innings, another shutout. From May 25th to yesterday, Blake Snell was historic. Over 23 starts, Blake Snell had a 1.2 ERA. He struck out 186 batters in just 135 innings. He's going to join some elite company as one of a handful of pitchers ever to win a Cy Young both in the AL and then the NL. Just unfortunately, the Padres lost this game. Logan Webb, he pitched out of his mind. 0 runs from the 2nd inning on. And the Padres lost because they could not use Josh Hader in the 8th inning against Michael Conforto, who is hitting .219 versus lefties. It it was Robert Suarez. Conforto took a 100-mile-an-hour fastball the other way for a 2-run single, and then Logan Webb, he went out and finished the 9th inning, a complete game with 7 strikeouts. The Giants, they are now 4.5 games back, and the Padres, they fall to 5.5 games back. Now again, Josh Hader was not used in the 8th to face Michael Conforto with 2 outs, and then he said this after the game. He really put his foot in his own mouth. He asked the reporters, are we in a playoff race? Well, yeah, Josh Hader, you would have been if you would have gotten that final out and then maybe pitched the 9th inning. But anyways, manager Bob Melvin said he didn't use Josh Hader because that's not how they use Josh Hader, and to be honest, he's right. Josh Hader has not gone a 4-out save since 2019. He is a final inning guy, or he's not a guy at all. He just doesn't exist. But even though Josh Hader has not been used by the Padres in a 4-out capacity, Melvin, he did kind of say, yo, the season's on the line. We could use your help. And Josh Hader, he said no. They reached out to Josh Hader in the bullpen, and Josh Hader, allegedly, I'm just guessing right now, but Josh Hader refused to come into the ball game.
Is there any discussion with him? Is there any thought?
We talked to him some, yeah.
That would seem to kind of run counter to the, I mean, you were saving him earlier in the season for later in the year, and here we are now, and it's obviously getting very late.
That's just the way it happened tonight.
And if you're a Padres fan, you have every right to be upset, but here's some context that you might be missing if you're not a Padres fan. You don't have emotions behind it. Number one, the Padres knew what they signed up for. I mean, considering Josh Hader has not gone a 4-out save since 2019, he's not going to be that guy. Well, a Padres fan would say, well, it's only one time. Can you get 4 outs for us once? No, Josh Hader next week is going to be a free agent. Considering all of the UCL tears from pitchers in 2023, he looked at his horizon, he scanned everything, and he said, we have to go on a miracle run to make the playoffs. I am not going to risk millions and millions of dollars because all of you guys did not do your job to begin the season. Josh Hader, he's been amazing this year. Now, again, Padres fans might retort that and say, we could have had a few more W's if he would have been willing to go 4 or 5 outs a couple times throughout the season, but he is a 9th inning guy. He is a 3-out guy, and it's just a perfect storm of bad timing. Yes, the Padres season was in fact on the line, and to compound that, they lost to the Giants, who they were tied with in the wild card, and then the Diamondbacks lost, so it would have been a perfect time to actually pick up a game in the standings. He's got millions on the line. I don't really blame him. It's selfish, yes, but I feel like he has every right to be selfish when millions and millions of dollars are on the line. But that's just me. I'm not a Padres fan. If you are a San Diego fan, you pretty much have every right to say, you're selfish, you cost us a W. But then again, we don't know if Hader would have gotten injured. We don't know if he would have given up a 3-run moonshot to Michael Conforto. We have no idea. It's just, it is what it is. And Josh Hader really put his foot in his mouth by saying, are we in a playoff race? You were. You should have just said nothing. And that's why it's being perceived as you're selfish. But again, I fully understand he's a free agent next week. He wants to get paid. He did not want to risk injury, and I can't really fault him for that. Now, staying with injuries, I have never seen Mike Trout cry or get emotional until now, because essentially his season is over. He was transferred to the 60-day IL. He is not going to be playing for the Angels for the remainder of the year. Even though he tried to rush back, he feels like he let his team down, and he showed that in a press conference yesterday. He was crying because he really feel like he let not only his teammates down, but himself as well. He wants to play baseball.
It's better now, obviously, but I want to get back. It's tough, so it's been hard on me. So yeah, all the hard work and stuff, and just freak stuff happened. So, but trying to stay positive. So came back probably sooner than I should. I wanted to be out there with the guys. Pushed it.
We're gonna try and do today's Immaculate Grid in under 1 minute. So we have a Yankee and an Oriole. I don't know why. Oh, Mike Mussina. I know that he was on both squads. We have a Diamondback and an Oriole. You guys might not believe me, but Christian Walker, I think he started his career with the Orioles. Rookie of the year. Let's go Cal. I'm pretty sure that Cal was on. Yeah, okay, anyways. Yankees, Giants, Tyro Estrada. Oh, I can't spell. I gotta spell perfectly right when I'm doing this. Tyro Estrada, a Giant, Bumgarner. I know that he was on both squads. Rookie of the year for the Giants, Posey. That one's easier. All right, 3 more left. We have a Yankee and a Royal. Chapman was on both squads. There's probably more guys, but I'm not going to. Diamondback and Royal. Greinke, Zach Greinke. I'm moving right now. Wait, why did it not click? Rookie of the year for the Royals. What was his name? Beltran. Where's he at? Beltran. Whew. That was fast. That was really fast. If you guys enjoyed today's recap, do me a favor, hit that like button, click subscribe if you're brand new. It really helps out the channel. And a reminder, use code Fuzzy to save 20 bucks off on SeatGeek, and use code Fuzzy on Underdog Fantasy for a $500 deposit match. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.